In a world obsessed with perfection, where every image is filtered and every success is curated, there is a quiet Japanese philosophy that invites us to breathe, to slow down, and to embrace the beauty in our flaws. It whispers to us that nothing is permanent, nothing is finished, and nothing is perfect. And in that realization, we find true freedom. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are exploring Wabi-Sabi, the art of accepting imperfection. This is not just an aesthetic, it is a gentle way of living that can shift the heavy weight of expectation off your shoulders. And the more you understand it, the more you may begin to see your life, your past, and even your own reflection in a completely new and healing way. To understand Wabi-Sabi, we have to step away from the modern definition of beauty. In the West, and in much of our digital world, beauty is often defined by symmetry, youth, and flawlessness. We look for the smooth surface, the unbroken line, and the everlasting shine. But Wabi-Sabi asks us to look closer at the things that have been weathered by time. At its core, Wabi-Sabi is a worldview rooted in simplicity. It is a celebration of the impermanent. It suggests that beauty does not live in the pristine or the brand new, but rather in the imperfect, the incomplete, and the transient. Think of an old wooden table that has been scratched by years of family dinners, or a stone wall covered in soft green moss, or the way autumn leaves turn brown and crumble. Wabi-Sabi reminds us that cracks are not failures. They are stories. They are evidence of life. But here is the part most people don't know. This philosophy wasn't born in a design studio. It has deep, spiritual roots. Scholars of Japanese philosophy often describe Wabi-Sabi as an antidote to busyness and excess. It emerged centuries ago, influenced heavily by Zen Buddhism and the tea ceremony. In the dim light of a tea room, guests would admire a simple, handmade tea bowl. Perhaps the bowl was slightly uneven. Perhaps the glaze had dripped in an unpredictable way. These irregularities were not seen as mistakes. They were cherished because they made the object unique. They showed the hand of the maker and the flow of nature. While the modern world chases the shiny and the new, Wabi-Sabi finds dignity in the old and the worn. It asks us to pause and appreciate the passage of time, rather than fighting against it. This brings us to the deeper philosophy of imperfection. Wabi-Sabi is built on three simple, yet profound realities of nature. Nothing lasts, nothing is finished, and nothing is perfect. When we truly accept these truths, our relationship with the world changes. We stop trying to freeze time. We stop trying to force our lives into a perfect, static picture. Consider the cycle of the seasons. The cherry blossom is beautiful not because it lasts forever, but because it falls. Its life is fleeting. The beauty is in the passing. Wabi-Sabi suggests that this same rule applies to our lives, our careers, and our relationships. We are all in a constant state of becoming and fading. We are all works in progress that will never truly be finished. And that is okay. And this next part may challenge how you see yourself. If we apply Wabi-Sabi to our own internal world, it becomes a powerful tool for self-kindness. We live in a culture that often demands we be better, faster, and stronger. We hide our scars, both physical and emotional. We edit out our bad days. But Wabi-Sabi encourages us to look at our own jagged edges with compassion. Many people find comfort in knowing that Wabi-Sabi honors realness over flawlessness. It suggests that your wrinkles are not signs of decay, but maps of your laughter and your worries. It suggests that your past mistakes are not stains on your character, but essential deepenings of your wisdom. Just as a river shapes a stone over time, your experiences have shaped you. To wish away your history would be to wish away the very things that make you who you are. This philosophy invites us to let go of the exhausting pressure to be fixed. It asks, what if you are already enough, exactly as you are, simply because you are here and you are real? This extends outward, too, into how we view the people around us. Wabi-Sabi teaches us that people become beautiful not when they are flawless, but when they are authentic. Think about the people you love the most. Do you love them because they are perfect? Or do you love them for their quirks, their shy smiles, the way they tell the same story twice? Or the way they laugh a little too loud? When we stop demanding perfection from our partners, our children, and our friends, we create space for genuine connection. We allow them to be human. Experts in Japanese aesthetics often explain that there is a warmth in imperfection that perfection lacks. A perfect marble statue is cold and distant. A hand-molded clay pot is warm and inviting. In relationships, vulnerability is that warmth. Wabi-Sabi encourages us to forgive the cracks in others, just as we learn to forgive them in ourselves. There is a visual representation of this that you may have heard of, called Kintsugi. This is the art of golden repair. When a valuable piece of pottery breaks in Japan, the tradition is not to throw it away, nor to hide the crack with invisible glue. Instead, the craftsman repairs the break with lacquer mixed with powdered gold. The result is stunning. The object is now threaded with veins of gold. It is considered more beautiful for having been broken. Kintsugi is the physical embodiment of Wabi-Sabi. It treats the breakage and repair as part of the history of an object, rather than something to disguise. Imagine if we treated our own emotional breaks this way. Imagine if, instead of hiding our grief or our struggles, we lined them with gold. Acknowledging that these experiences have added value and depth to our souls. But this final idea is where Wabi-Sabi becomes transformational in our daily lives. It is not just about old objects or emotional healing. It is a way of seeing the world right now, in this moment. It is a practice of mindfulness. It asks us to slow down enough to notice the beauty in the mundane. It is seeing the beauty in a gray, rainy day. It is appreciating the simple meal you are eating, even if it isn't a gourmet feast. It is noticing the way light hits a dusty floor, or the resilience of a flower growing through a crack in the concrete. Instead of asking, how can this be perfect? Wabi-Sabi asks, how can I appreciate this exactly as it is? By shifting our focus from what is missing to what is present, we cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. We stop waiting for the perfect moment to be happy. We realize that the perfect moment does not exist, but that this moment, with all its flaws, is filled with life. Now, before we close, it is important to clarify a few common misunderstandings. Wabi-Sabi is sometimes confused with being messy or lazy. People might think it means leaving your bed unmade or not caring about quality. But that is not it at all. Wabi-Sabi is not about neglect. It is about respect. It is about caring for things even as they age. It is about cleaning the old floor not to make it look new, but to honor its service. It is not about settling for a bad life, it is about finding peace in the reality of life. It is the difference between giving up and letting go. Giving up comes from a place of defeat. Letting go comes from a place of wisdom. Wabi-Sabi is the wisdom of letting go of the illusion of control. As we come to the end of this journey, I want to leave you with a thought to carry into your week. Wabi-Sabi isn't just a philosophy for tea bowls and garden paths. It is a permission slip for your soul. It is a reminder that your cracks, your scars, and your winding journey are all part of your beauty. You do not need to be polished to be valuable. You do not need to be timeless to be significant. Like the falling cherry blossom, or the cracked teacup, there is a profound dignity in simply being. Imperfection is not something to hide. It is something to honor. It is the mark of being truly alive. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me today. If this video brought you peace or a new way of seeing your world, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments below, is there a flaw in your life that you are learning to accept? I would love to hear your story. Until next time, take care.